Hey guys, welcome to the Tone Show. My name is Anthony Tone Show Nunez, and today I'm talking about Star Trek Discovery, and we'll try to answer the question, is it worth $5.99 a month? Okay guys, so before we get started, there's going to be a whole bunch of spoilers in this. So if you haven't seen episode 1 and episode 2, Vulcan Hello and the Battle of Binary Stars, stop this right now because I'm going to spoil the hell out of it, so come back later. Now, the show is helmed by Walking Dead alum, right? Sonequa Martin, who we know as Sasha. And she did a great job with this character that she played, Michael Burnham. Michael Burnham, even though the name is Michael, is a female human who's basically raised by Vulcans. And she finds herself as commander on the USS Shenzhou. She's basically under the captain. She's number 1, like classic Star Trek would have her. And she's under the captain, who's Captain Georgiou. Now, both these characters are in the opening shot of the show, and I love the opening shot. I love the scale of the opening shot. I love the fact that we had 2 characters who were from Star Trek and were number 1 and 2 on the ship, and they happen to be women, and they also happen to be from diverse backgrounds. So I thought that was really cool and a little bit historic for Star Trek. Even though we've seen Star Trek's always been kind of on the edge of diversity and pushing things forward, I thought it was really cool. So the opening had a lot of scale to it. You can see that CBS spent some money. Since they were going to put this on CBS All Access, they definitely gave some access to some loot for this show right here. As far as the plot of the first 2 episodes, I thought the plot was cool. I didn't think it was amazing. Remember that this show takes place 10 years before Star Trek Classic. That's Star Trek with James T. Kirk and company. So the technology was supposed to mirror the technology of the first show to be kind of in the same line as that. But being that it's 2017, a lot of stuff still look very modern to me. I also like the fact that they weren't on the U.S. Enterprise. They were actually on the USS Shenzhou. That was kind of interesting to me, even though the design of the ship itself kind of reminded me a lot of the Enterprise. Now, the plot, it takes place at the edge of Federation space. I know. Every Star Trek show, something happens always on the edge of Federation space. The edge of Federation space is like a haunted house. Let's say your car dies. You're on a Star Trek ship, right? Your car dies, and you look around the corner. There's like a haunted house there. That's the edge of Federation space. So we knew something was going to happen when they showed up to fix that relay, right? Now, I find it really interesting also that the villain of the show is the Klingons, a race of people who were very well known to us because of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Worf, and those stories that we've seen before. But it was kind of interesting that they decided to take a villain who we already know and who's kind of not a villain anymore and been decrypted. If you guys remember the Borg, obviously, one of the things that I really liked about the Borg was the mystery of the Borg when they first appeared. Now everybody knows what the Borg are, and I thought that it would have been cool if they introduced a villain we never seen before, so it would actually whet our appetite, like, ooh, what's this? But there were some notes that they did hit with the Klingons that I found really interesting. One, you can definitely see that the makeup department, the costume department, hit a home run here. Like the detail in the costumes, the makeup, even the different take on the Klingons I thought was very interesting because it was a take we never seen before. It was kind of like Klingons, but with a twist on it. I was watching the featurette on All Access, and Neville Page and the other judge from Face Off on Sci-Fi, who should have put a Star Trek show on by now. But anyway, they're part of the team responsible for the makeup. I think they did a great job. I thought the makeup was really interesting. I thought that the detail to detail that they took on those costumes was really great. And wasn't it amazing to see them speaking Klingon? Like, it was like you were watching Narcos in space, right? Because they were actually talking with subtitles through the whole time. I thought that was really cool. Even though later on they spoke English, I thought that fact that we saw those interactions in full Klingon was pretty cool. And I'm sure a lot of Trekkies were geeking out. Those people who speak Klingon among us, right? So that was pretty cool. So as far as the episodes themselves, I thought both episodes were really entertaining. I really dug the plot. I thought the characters, again, there's spoilers here, so if you guys are still watching, I thought the characters were really interesting, and I was really sad to see them killed. I was really sad to see Captain Georgiou die. I was really sad to see the head Klingon, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, die as well. That was really sad. And that's going to be kind of like the part of my argument why I'm kind of hesitant about paying $5.99 for CBS All Access. Now, CBS All Access is CBS's streaming service, their on-demand service, kind of like their Netflix or Hulu. There's 2 tiers to it, guys. There's the $5.99 tier, where you pay and you get to stream Star Trek Discovery and whatever other premium shows they're going to have, as well as a lot of seasons of CBS shows. But but it has commercials. So it's kind of like Hulu. So you pay $5.99 and you still get commercials. The other tier is $9.99 and there's no commercials. You get just a stream unlimited. You stream to your heart's content, right? And they had a lot of Star Trek series on there. So if you guys are into Star Trek, this might be something for you. So for $5.99, would I pay $5.99 to watch Star Trek Discovery from here on out? I don't know. I'm really satisfied with the first 2 episodes. I thought the first 2 episodes was really great. I found them really entertaining. I liked the nods to Star Trek. They had all the words in there that I was looking for: magnify, engage, computer, signatures detected. Like it had the sci-fi in there. Even the little sounds on the bridge. It was very Star Trek-ish. Okay, they got that down. But the fact that they ended the first 2 episodes basically killing the characters that they spent introducing to us, Captain Georgiou and the Nemesis, the Klingon, the guy who was heading the Klingons, I found it really kind of disheartening, because you just whet my appetite for this show and then you go and kill off the people that I'm really interested in. Like that was kind of a weird take on it, right? If you were gonna do that, CBS, you should have just give us access to 1 episode, not 2 episodes, and then we'll think, oh, we're gonna get the captain. So Captain Georgiou will not be in the series because she died at the end of episode 2. So I thought that was kind of a big letdown. I also thought it was a big letdown that the main Klingon, Tevra, I'm not gonna try to spell his name or pronounce his name. I was a letdown that they let him die as well. Both those actors really pulled off a great performance for those characters, and they really enticed me to watch them. So to kill them off, I thought it was kind of stupid. So a lot of you probably are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Why don't we let a whole bunch of episodes of Star Trek Discovery end up on the service of All Access, and then we'll go and binge through all of them? That's probably going to be my answer on this one. I'm probably going to wait for all the episodes of Star Trek Discovery to be available, and then I'm going to go pay, for a month or 2 and just binge, at my own pace. But paying $5.99 a month with commercials, on top of the fact that I got to pay for Netflix, I got to pay for Hulu, I pay for HBO Go because I got to watch, of course, Game of Thrones, and I got to pay for Showtime when Ray Donovan is on and Homeland. It's another streaming service, and I don't like the fact that CBS on this one, instead of just offering it on regular CBS, they just took a show that would have been on regular CBS the way it is and just put it on an internet streaming service, on an on-demand service. There's nothing to it that says on demand or streaming. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like if you're gonna do that, if you want to enter the same space as Netflix or Hulu, like cater specifically to that and do something a little bit different. This is basically a show that could have been on regular CBS, and they said, you know what, we're gonna make people pay for it because we're gonna have our own service. So I'm really not feeling it. So is it worth $5.99? Yes, but if all the episodes are available. I don't think I want to pay $5.99, and being that 1 episode premieres every Sunday, I have to wait through all that and pay $5.99 and pay for all the other services that I have. And Netflix has such an abundance of stuff available that there would have to be another show that I'm like, wow, I gotta watch this show. So I really enjoyed episode 1 and episode 2 of Star Trek Discovery. But the fact that the characters that I'm really interested in, which is Captain Georgiou, along with the character of Michael Burnham, are not going to be interacting anymore because she's gone. And the main Klingon that you really enticed me to want to watch is gone. If CBS was just going to give us characters and then kill them off and then be like, oh, what do you think about Star Trek Discovery? By the way, there's no Star Trek Discovery in these 2 episodes because they're not on the Star Trek Discovery. The Star Trek Shenzhou gets destroyed at the end. So why did you entice us about this show, about this ship, when you get rid of the ship? So we didn't even see the Star Trek Discovery in this episode 1 and 2. So I thought that was also kind of a letdown. So CBS is either going to play this really smart because some of us are going to be enticed to see, hey, what's going to happen now with the character of Michael Burnham? Is she going to continue on? And what's going to happen in the next episode? When do we get to see the ship? So maybe some people will be enticed to sign up for this service for that and watch these 2 episodes and watch more episodes. But for me, it was kind of a letdown that you kind of destroyed everything that you kind of made me buy into. So it was a great standalone movie. Let's put it like that. Anyway, so that's what I think about CBS and their Star Trek Discovery move, putting it behind the big old digital wall that a lot of us are probably not going to jump over. Not for now anyway. Maybe when more episodes are available. This is the Tone Show. If you guys like what I do on this channel, make sure to like and reply. That means leave a comment. And as always, Tone Show out.
Remember to like and subscribe for more Tone Show.